Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. Right here, it is time to do some more drawing. And I have to get a couple things set up here, but I'm just going to go ahead and turn on the stream and we'll get things buttoned up here. So bear with me a second while we get the softwares up and running. Hopefully I don't have to restart it like I did last time, but it's a possibility. We'll get there when we get there. So anyone who shows up, thank you so very much for tuning in. Do me a favor, make sure to hit that like button for me. And I'm looking for Clip Studio. The Clip Studio. And today we have officially finally completed the caricature of the boyfriend-girlfriend drone racing team, which is wonderful. But now we need to combine them together in one piece. So that will be today's goal. Combine the two pieces together and then maybe move on to one of the other two commissions that we have going on right now. By the way, I got a special gift from my father-in-law. Very, very cool. You guys know that I'm a fan of fountain pens. I got quite a few of them. But my father-in-law said that he had a late Christmas gift for me, so it won't be in focus. If I put it close, you won't be able to see. This is a Damascus Metal Pen. My father-in-law made the Damascus himself. It is a fountain pen with a iridium nib on it. This isn't the only one. He also made me a second one, which is twice as heavy, with a whole bunch more Damascus metal that he forged himself, and also has that same iridium tip on it. Heavy, heavy, very heavy pen. I can do weightlifting with this thing. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, it's very nice. And they write great. I'm looking forward to drawing with them. Those are fantastic pens. The most elite pens that I can possibly get my hands on are ones that my father-in-law have made. He's a knife maker and does incredible work. All right, so let's go ahead and wait for the program to respond and hope it does. And give it a minute. If not, then I'll just reboot it. I think we're going to reboot it. Let's just try this again, shall we? This is going well. Clip Studio, Clip Studio. Okay. Paint, please. Okay, let's see if it's working now. I'm just going to open up a new canvas here and just see if the pen's working, or otherwise I'm going to have to reboot stuff. Yay, it's working! It's working! It's working! Okay. All right, my friends. Looks like we're about ready to get started here. So we're going to combine two caricatures together here. That is the goal. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of warm up a little bit here, just for giggles. Because I feel like just trying to do something a little bit more crazy. I'm not going to do too much with it. I'm just curious on what I can do when my brain is just kind of loosey-goosey and not really drawing anybody. Because that's one thing that I get very, very frustrated about, is that I get overly focused on exactly how to draw something to look like someone. And I gotta say, the last couple videos that we've done together, and me drawing this gentleman here with the picture that we have right now, it was comical and frustrating to see how much fun it was to draw him with what we call a spirit animal. It was so much fun, and I hated how well it turned out. So I just want to kind of force my brain into this extreme exaggerated form for a minute. I'll probably stop in like a minute or 2 minutes or something and get started on the real stuff, but just want to try and have a little bit of fun here for a second. As we get people in here, I want you to know that the best way to keep me talking is ask questions, be a part of the conversation, hop in the comments and leave a comment while we are on YouTube Live here. Deeply appreciate having you guys here. And it's good to see everyone who ends up showing up. I'm not sure how long I'm going to draw today. My goal is not to go too long, but I do definitely want to finish up the couple caricatures so that we can just finally call that one done. There is a young lady that I started drawing in one of my videos here, and I need to have her done by this weekend, most likely. And then also we have Samo that I started on drawing, and I haven't done anything extra with his, but his wasn't a big deal, so we can move on his. But I just want him to be a part of the live stream before I draw that one, so we'll save that one for when he's actually on the stream and able to watch, because that was a little fun gift I was doing for him at random, and think he would actually appreciate actually watching this. Please don't stab yourself on that, kids. Okay. Kids are playing behind me pretty heavily, and if you don't know my kids, Sammy and Zoe, my Great Dane, and my Corgi. Sammy's a Corgi. Great Dane is Zoe. They're over here playing just a little bit. They play pretty rough, too, so. They're throwing each other around right now. Yes, Sammy can throw around Zoe, believe it or not. It almost has a Robin Williams kind of look. Maybe it's the hair. I think the hair is kind of giving him that Robin Williams look, but still, it's kind of cool. Anyway, that was fun. Okay, warm-up's done. Let's go ahead and get to work here. First off, we got to get Skittles FPV open up here. This is the one he approved, which we knew we knew that would happen, which is perfectly awesome. And then also Ribbit FPV version 2. So we got both of these pulled up. They seem to like them. I have not heard anything from the girl on if she liked hers. The guy definitely liked his. That's it. So I'm assuming she loved hers, and we haven't heard anything from him. So we're going to go as if that's the case. We're going to go ahead and do a new panel, new canvas. This one, I want to make it as big as possible. So we're going to do a width of 6,000 pixels by 3,000 pixels. Reason I'm making it this big is because I want to bring in these caricatures without losing any resolution. And I draw these canvases at 3,000 by 3,000 usually. So I just want to be able to take everything here, copy it, and paste it over onto the other canvas and have everything we need. So go ahead and copy this over here, and it might take a second to pull it over here, and you'll see that she fits in there a little big. So let's see if maybe we can just make this canvas just a little bit bigger. So we're going to go with a canvas size change like this, height of 5,000. 4,000. 4,000. Yeah, that should be fine. There we go. Cool. So we have a little bit of room to work with. Hey, from Germany 2306 over here. Zewin Hewens. That's a great name. So Zewin, thank you so much for checking in from Germany. Deeply appreciate having you here. That is awesome. 2306. So it's 11:06 over there in the evening. Hey guys, chill out, please. Chill out. It is 3:07 p.m. over here. Oh yeah, now you're looking at me like you did something wrong. You didn't do anything wrong. I just don't want you guys getting hurt, okay? All right. I'm just saying. Silly kids. All right. Kids, out, 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 out. Yep, on the bed. There you go. Crazy dogs. Okay. Let's see, that was just a sketch that I had, so we're going to grab these. And we're going to copy this. Come over here, we're going to paste it. All right, now we have a problem, which I'm okay with dealing with. But the problem being, these guys are not facing towards each other, so one of them is going to have to turn. And I'm leaning towards the guy, but if I do that, I have to make some alterations to his goggles. I think no matter what, I'm going to have to make alterations to someone, which really stinks, because that is more time to do that. But we'll see. Right now, I'm just trying to fit the two faces together here. The girl's face might actually be easier to flip. She doesn't really have anything very, she doesn't have anything that, like, is a birthmark or anything from one side to the other. So I'm leaning towards her face now that I'm looking at it. So let me just do this here. Go ahead and select her. Edit, transform, flip horizontal. There we go. Yeah, that was a good move. So what I'm going to do is we're going to have to change, obviously, her nameplate, but that is why I brought literally all of the layers over so we can make alterations here. So we're going to apply the transformation. We will put these two layers in a folder so I can edit them edit them together or individually. Same thing here. So we'll grab these two, put them in there. There we go. Now that should turn her off. That should turn him off. And we can take this one, move it over here, and take him. And we will move him over to here. Okay. Now it's a couple caricatures, so I'm going to put them pretty close together. Okay. So there we go. I'm going to go ahead and turn off their names because I think I'm just going to redo their names completely. So let's go ahead and turn off those name layers. Okay. Let's go ahead now and hide these two layers. I'm going to expand them out just a touch more, which is going to deteriorate the image just a little, but not by much. So I'm not going to worry too much about that. All right. We'll let that process. We'll let that process. It's taking a while. You kids okay? You all right? Yeah? Doing okay? Yeah. Yeah, you guys are okay. Don't hurt each other. There we go. Okay. So, now I need to, unfortunately, I got to make some alterations on. No, Zoe, back up. Don't you mess with my brushes and paints. Good heavens. Oh, and you farted. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, much appreciated. Whew. Okay, so first thing I'm going to be looking for here is the FPV ribbit thing that I wrote on there. I think it was on one of the top layers. No? Okay. Let's see. Nope, definitely not. Okay. There it is. All right, so for right now, I'm going to delete this layer because it's not accurate anymore. There we go. And I think what I'm also going to have to do, which has me a little concerned, is I got to clean up all this wiring here and get rid of a bunch of stuff here. So I'm going to go ahead and erase all of this, making sure that it's not overlapping any of my other lines. So far, so good. And I need to get rid of this module over here because that is not on this side of the goggles. So I'm going to have to move it over to the other side. Out. Out, out, out. Can't have you standing around there bumping my easel. Come on. Okay, I think we're good. I love when the dogs come and lay down and chill out and just hang out. That's always really fun and really sweet when they do that. But then they also come through and bump all my paints over and make messes, and that's usually not the most beneficial thing for me. Okay. So what I'm looking for now is that weird gray panel that's over the frog's eye, and I'm sure I'll find it in a second here. Found something else I need to erase, which I'm glad I found it. I need to do that on the other two, maybe. Okay. All right. It's not on that layer. It's on this one. Okay. One of the things I got to erase is on this layer. So let's see if it erases properly. Yep, there we go. Let's see if it'll let me paint it back in here. Not quite. Let's select from here, maybe. There we go. And I can paint over this, so maybe this will work in our favor. Okay, there's still something there. Oh, or is that the whole layer? That's the whole layer. So technically I'm grabbing the wrong green, but I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, moving on. That one's fine. There's the one I'm looking for. Let's see, this one is going to get deleted. Okay. Now, next thing to do is start rebuilding that eyeball. So let's come here and make sure there's no layer there. Oops. Let's make sure that stabilization's all the way up. There we are. Okay. Yep. Turn off the layer lock. There we are. Come on. It's a pixel, not vector. I don't like drawing vector. They take forever. And they're infuriating to work with. All right, I'm just going to cheat. We're just going to go ahead and do this. And then I'm just going to blend it with my blender just to save time. There we are. Perfect. There we go. Okay. Very nice. All right. Let's activate all these other layers except for that one. I'm deleting that one. There we go. So now that will put the transmitter on the right side of the goggles once I get to that. So, looks quite vector-ish. Is it some logo type thing? I draw very vector-ish. That's kind of the style I'm known for. Hey! Hush up, guys. That's enough. Hush. Not even anyone out there. Come on. Yeah, I do very vector style. So, lots of lines, lots of crisp gradients. I try to keep everything very, very sharp and stickerish. But it is a logo for some pilots, some drone pilots. Kind of want to leave that there. I got a theory in my head that I kind of want to roll with, but we'll see. Oh, no wonder they were barking. Welcome home, baby. Wifey's home. I was wondering why they were barking. Oh, yeah. Welcome home, princess. Okay, there we go. Let's see. That ribbit FPV is falling below the canvas. So we'll go ahead and raise that up just a dot. There we go. Working on a large canvas ain't fun. There we go. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and crop this canvas just so it feels a bit more properly sized and gives me back a bit of memory. Crop. There we go. Okay. So that's looking pretty good. I'll figure out her stuff in a little while. Let's go ahead and adjust his shirt and see what else we can knock out here. I love you too, baby. Welcome home. I do mean it. There's one person here. Sorry to the one. They're out of Germany. They don't care. Saying that they're out of Germany, that they don't care. I don't mean to be rude. They would just tell you to keep your voice down because it's 11 o'clock over there. I can't have your cookie? Okay. Okay. Glad you're home, princess. I don't care. Yeah, get the dishes going. Get the dishes done, woman! By the way, for those wondering who watch this in the future, you have your headphones on. Good for you. I tell my wife to go get to work in the kitchen. For the record, she will not let me touch the dishes. And if she did, I would do them wrong. So I have made sure to tell her that I will not touch her dishes. So if she wants them done, she has to do them herself. And she prefers it that way. So I am not doing anything sexist by telling her to go do the dishes. Oh, good. Glad you're drawing too. Well, glad you can keep me company while you're doing some work. Let's get a paycheck in. All right. Doing what? What? I don't stink at taking out the garbage. I just don't do it during your time scale. Gluckspitz? Spilts. Gluckspilts? Am I saying that right? I'm a little worried to know what that means. Hope I'm not cussing in German. That would never be my intention for the record. Hiya. How you doing? Good. I love you. Make me a sandwich. Thank you. It's a lucky mushroom. Goodness. Oh boy. Okie dokie. Yeah, feels like 11 o'clock over here. Hey, I've been up since 4-ish, so. Expression for a lucky guy. I love it. Did I say that right? Because I see the dots over the U, so I'm guessing that's glue, like Gluck, and not Gluckspitz, Spilz. I was on a missionary ship in the middle of the Caribbean, and there was a lovely young lady that I enjoyed getting to know, who was one of the missionaries on there with me, and she spoke German. And I got to tell you, it is it is quite interesting to hear a very attractive young woman speaking German, because German, from an American standpoint, German feels very gruff when you see uh, you guys speaking German, and yet I love it because it's such a unique language. I mean, you can tell German a mile away, and it's awesome. Oh, I just got some sweat in my eyes. Now it's gonna start tearing up and make me look like a mess for the rest of the evening. Where did I put? Oh, here, I'll just use this drop cloth shirt that I've painted all over. There we go. Hopefully I've gotten that sweat out of my eye there, because that will mess up my night. Whew. Okay. Let's go. I think we're just gonna draw right on top of this here. Now let's see. Oh, you know, it would be fun. That would be fun. I don't know if I could do it though. Let's see if I can get away with it. So I have this theory. This guy's pilot name is Skittles. And so I'm wondering if I can get away with I wonder if I can get away with actually drawing some larger Skittles like this, like leaning against each other, and then have the letter on each of the Skittles that would show be one of the letters of, so like SKIT. They're a little small though. I mean, they're a little big actually. Might be better off to do a normal name. Wonder if I should also try doing it in bubble letters. So maybe I'll try that. My question is, see, and then I'm thinking I'll stack the Skittles in front, you know? We'll put the Skittles in front of it. I think that'd be fun. And then maybe like have one sticking out of one of the frogs' mouths or something. Is there, Zwen? I have an interesting question for you, because I'd be very curious to know this. Is there a way to translate my name to German? Like, is Tim or Timothy, um, is there a German translation for that name? I gotta see if this guy's name is Skittle or Skittles. I'm pretty sure it's Skittles. I hope it's Skittles. Well, and I figured there were probably Tims there too, but I can also see you guys just using Tim as the German translation, you know? Timothy as the German translation instead of in Spanish it's Timoteo, you know? So it made me curious if there is a German translation for Tim or if that is simply Tim is Tim, which I can see why it would be, but it makes me curious. I like learning new stuff. Timotheus? Are you serious? Because that's the Greek way. Timotheus? Oh, it is Greek origin. That would make sense. That would make sense. That would make sense. Okay. Very cool. Because yeah, I knew about Timotheus. Oh, you Googled it. I'm just making you do the work for me. That's all's win. I'm just making you do the work. Well, thank you for doing the work. I appreciate it. Oh, I'm a terrible human being, aren't I? I'm so sorry. Oh, that's funny. And you're like, dude, there's Tim's over here. Are you really that stupid? Oh boy. Pay you. Yeah, I'd like to get paid sometime soon too. I have been working on this set of drawings for 4 or 5 days now. I am very ready to get paid. Thank you so much, everyone who's in here hanging out with me and Zwen. Zewin. I'm sorry if I'm getting her name wrong there. We're having a good time. I'm looking like an idiot, and he's looking much smarter than I am. We're both drawing, which is totally awesome. So we are finally putting a wrap on this drawing that we've been working on for several days now. At least several days of drawing so far. I think we're up to about 12 or 13 hours of drawing time in this one gentleman here. Well, no, yeah, one gentleman here, and then his girlfriend was much easier to draw. So we're finally making a little bit of progress back, and I think we'll be able to wrap on it today. So far it looks very promising. As long as nothing else goes wrong, we should be good. So I will be very thankful to be done with this. Um, Infinite! Hey, look who it is. How you doing? Welcome to the show. I think I might actually do exactly what I was thinking I wouldn't do. I might actually give him Skittles colors. That was not my original plan, but now that I'm doing this one where they're both together, it kind of makes sense to do that. So we might go that route. What do we got? Always happy to have you, my friend. Always happy to have you. All right, so let's start with he mentioned his color. Well, we already got the green from the ribbit in there, so let's start with red. I can change my mind if I want. So let's see. There's red. There's yellow. There's green. There's purple. Is there another color? Is orange a Skittle color? I think orange is a Skittle color. I think orange. No. Shabo! Color of Skittles. What color are Skittles? There's definitely purple. That's what I'm trying to remember. Maybe there's orange. Is there orange, guys? I make my other people Google it. I don't Google stuff. I make other people do it, and then I don't pay them for it. I got people working hard in Germany right now. I got people with skills much better than mine. Orange as well. Okay. All right. We're gonna work with that. Let's do it. Let's go ahead and let's grab this one. We're gonna do a new layer selection, and we're gonna start putting some gradients and things in here. Let's do that. Let's duplicate this layer. And get some shadows and highlights on here. Okay, and let's go with a multiply. Oh, yeah. Okay, now this other layer. Same deal. Let's go with add glow. Ooh, don't like that so much. Might have to go a different route than that. We'll see. Let me try something else first. Let's drop this down to 50%. And let's see what happens if we do a tonal correction. Do you listen to music while you're drawing when you are not streaming? I'm actually listening to music right now as well while I'm streaming. I am incapable of drawing without some good music with me as well. So I am listening to music, and I wanted to share it with you guys. But of course, I YouTube does a great job at like halting every song I could ever play for you guys. So, but yeah, I definitely have my music going right now. Let's try this instead. We'll put a orange cast to it and see what that does. Okay. That looks pretty cool, actually. I kind of like that. Maybe a bit too much. Yeah, too much. We'll erase it back a little bit. A soft eraser. Okay. Now let's try to get some Skittles in here, and we'll go from there. And I'm usually a EDM dance music kind of guy. That's the kind of stuff I like. I like really hard, solid beat stuff that just keeps you going. I write some of that music myself if I'm not drawing or doing other millions of hobbies that I have. I try to write music every now and then. Okay, so let's do this. Let's start by trying to get a feel for what kind of pile of Skittles we're looking for. I'm leaning towards something like this that kind of stumbles across the front here. Maybe another pile here. And I was thinking it'd be kind of cute to put one here, like in his mouth. So let's see what we can do with that. New layer. Music is a flying carpet. What an interesting choice of words. So it's true. Takes you away from where your brain is stuck and puts it somewhere cool. Gets you floating. Focused on what you want to be focused on. When I keep thinking back to when I was really in the thick of drawing like tons and tons of caricatures, I would be working till 3-4 o'clock in the morning on drawings, and it would just become overwhelming. But the one thing that really helped in those moments was to put on some really crazy dance music and just really get the flow going of it, just starting to feel that beat. And the nice thing about this specific arm that I house my tablet on is you can lift it up pretty high. So high that I could actually stand at this and draw. And so I would find myself standing there just kind of really beating, making that beat, feeling that beat as I'm drawing. And I would crank up my headphones. I had a pair of headphones that were Skull Candy Crushers. And they specifically just threw as much bass into your ears as humanly possible. And it felt really good to just feel that, And sometimes that's just what you need to stay motivated and keep yourself going. We'll put that one random Skittle down at the end there. So I've created a general shape, and then I'm building this wall of Skittles on it, and then I will fill it in and actually make it look real. But I'm just trying to, right now, just imagine how these Skittles look stacked against each other. So I get a better idea of what I'm looking at here. Okay. All right. Let's see how I do here. If I can make this look. It doesn't look very random, so I might struggle with this, but we'll see what we get. I need to think of how things are going to be stacked on top of each other. So really, I should start somewhere here, I think. So let's add stabilization. Okay, and my theory is somewhere in the middle here. What's going on here? Oh, opacity. That's what it was. There we go. Okay, so we all good so far? Yeah, okay. Let's see. I'm not going to try and be perfect about this. I really don't want this to be the center of attention for this, but I am trying to make it look somewhat clean and make it make sense. And also, I need to remember that Skittles are very uniform. They all have the same size, all the same shape. So, I've got to try to remember that. Let's turn this one this way. Stack one underneath the others. Okay. So far, so good. I might not make this pile as high as I was thinking I would make it. Maybe I'll just come a little short because I got to color all of these and highlight them all and shade them all. And considering I've already invested 12 plus hours of work on this, there's a certain point in time where I need to cut back a little and actually get somewhere with this. Okay. Zoom out and take a look there. Yeah, it's close. I'm okay with that. I feel like it kind of works. Maybe not so many, just some bigger ones loose here and there. Less work. Yeah, that's a possibility too. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I mean, we've got a nice stack going there, so we'll put a couple. Maybe we'll just have them dribble off over here. So instead of two large piles, maybe we'll just have a couple over here stacked up and call it that. So let's see here. All right. Yeah, I'm thinking that too. It would be easier to read. All right, let's go ahead and get some colors on these guys and see what we get. So let's lock that. We'll put a layer on top here. Let's grab our selection tool. And let's start filling in. Just a couple of these. And the thing I hate is my favorite is the green ones. And there's never enough green ones. There's always like a million yellow ones. And never enough of the green apple ones. So this needs to show that. Okay. think this looks stupid. So let's fix that real quick. There we go. Say something? Yeah. Oh, cookie's so good. None. Running out of spaces for other colors. So we're gonna have to start putting a couple colors together here, unfortunately. There we go. Let's go with R. And yeah, that'll work. And there we are. That's kind of cool. Okay, that feels good. Let's delete these layers. Okay, that looks really cool. I like that. That's cute. All right, let's go ahead and get some shading on these guys. So let's find these colors. Create selection. Let's go ahead and new layer with a new mask. Go get some purple. Thank you. I appreciate that, Infinite. Oops, wrong layer. There we go. Brush intensity, we're going to bring it up and just cheat. I'm actually just going to cheat by making it more atmospheric shadows just to start. We'll see if I stick with that. If I have to go through and do each one individually, which technically I should, then I will. But let's see what happens here. If I can get away with some generalized shading first, that would be nice. And since I'm stacking these in front of these, let's duplicate this layer. And we're going to hide everything there. And then let's get close up to here. And let's get some shadow on the back side here. So you can see the shadow of the Skittles on the actual letters themselves. Okay. And then so that'll place them in front of the Skittles. That looks good. And I do think they're going to need a little bit more work than that, unfortunately. So let's go ahead and duplicate that layer. We're going to hide everything on it. Let's take this one, drop its opacity a tiny bit more. Take this one, drop its opacity a tiny bit more. Just want a very gentle hint of shadow. Now let's get in here. Brush density is 100%. We're just going to take this pretty small. And on each one of these guys, we're going to invest a little bit of time. So any Skittles that are in front of other Skittles, going to be seeing the word Skittles a lot. We will try and shade all of these individually as quickly as I can. Okay. Just get it here, there. It's these little things that will make the big difference. So we invest a bit of time in them. Okay. All right. Yep. Okay, good. Get all of these. This one. Not many more to go, and then we'll work on highlights. This one. Okay, let's see how they turned out. All right, there we go. And let's change the multiply back just a touch, just to give them a little bit of shadow. Let's go with that for now until we see how the highlights play out. Duplicate layer, erase everything on it. Let's go with a yellow-orange, and I want airbrush, and we're going to multiply to glow. And here we go for highlights. Yeah, looks cool. Oh, come on. Chill out. Yeah. Cool. Yep. All right. So we got the Skittles all nice in alignment there. We'll give the frog some Skittles here in a second, then we'll take care of her goggles. And technically, we should be reaching the finish line. Let's see. Okay. All right. Drop our density down here a little. I'm going to go with a full glow instead of just a drop shadow. I need it to be a bit more visible off of her hair. It's a little cheating, but what I'll do is I'll try to calm down the top side of it a little. Okay, multiply. Try to make it look somewhat equal to the FPV. And then I'm going to cheat here as well. And we're just going to put these both together in a group. And we're going to put a mask on the group itself. And we're going to do a little cleanup here. Let's just start with the proper cleanup and then I'll go from there. So let's start with this. So hard brush. Erasing on the mask. So what I'm doing is making the eyeball of the frog come in front of the team shadow. There we go. So that'll tuck back behind him and just add to the dynamic. Okay. Next thing, I want to get into the light blue here, and I'm going to erase from the layer itself. And now I want to clean up these things. Just these little rat's tails that I accidentally drew in here. Just clean them up enough where you wouldn't notice unless you zoomed way in. There we go. No more rat's tails. Looks good. Okay. We're making some good progress here. File save. Next thing to do. I'm gonna make a change. I am going to make the S on the outside. I'm gonna make it purple. The reason why I'm doing that is because I think he likes purple as a favorite color of Skittle. So I'm gonna just paint in purple here. There we go. I think he also likes green a bit more too, so I'm gonna just alter a couple of these so that they lean more towards his favorite Skittles. Okay. Now, let's have some fun. Using a black pen. I'm just going to add it directly to the top of the drawing instead of trying to redraw everything. Start with this. Okay. And new layer. Let's go ahead and get red for this one. I think it kind of fits the idea of his mouth there. Actually, no. Let's go ahead and do purple. And the reason why is because I'm going to want to paint the inside of his mouth red. So let's go like this. All right, now I'm just doing some cleanup here. There we go. All right, now let's go for pink red. I have another idea too. I'm not sure if I'm going to go through with it, but if I do, it'll be cute. Okay. Do this on a separate layer just in case. Okay, another layer. Okay. you guys have any questions for me, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just jamming out the stupid music and drawing away here. What am I wearing? None of your business. It's only your business. Trying to think outside the box as much as I can here. The only problem with thinking outside the box is they get an idea of what to expect from you. And then you come back and you go, here, I made some changes. And they're like, oh, okay. So we'll see if they like this out of the box thinking or not. I do not have kids. I have 2 puppies, 2 dogs. They are kid enough for me. That's not the color I selected. That's the color I selected. I don't like how that line looks. It looks weird. Let's see if I can fix it. Exactly. I've done that so many times. My wife just apologized to our dog for stepping on our dog because our dog got in her way. And it's so awkward to be like apologizing for something that it did wrong. Nothing you did wrong. It did it wrong. Hmm. Okay, what is it? Is it? Oh, there we go. So let's make the brush a bit smaller here because I want to get this right the first time. There we go. Now, don't do that. Here and up to here. That's more like it. Sort of. Kind of. Okay. See, the only problem is now the tongue doesn't look stretched. I want the tongue to look stretched. So what if I'm thinking about this backwards? What if, instead of that, what if I completely get rid of this tongue? And we just redraw it. And we do it in reverse, which I've done many times. I've done many times. Okay, so we're going to start we go. Maybe a bit more. Okay. And now start to build that stretch. This side. Okay. And I feel like I need to cut down on this. Nope, wrong brush. There we go. That looks better. Now that I have that done, now what we do, let's try two tricks. One, we'll do a duplicate layer. On the duplicate layer, we'll do a locked layer. Thank you very much. Appreciate having you here. You have a great night. I hope your drawing went well. There we go. And so now my theory is all I'm going to do is simply erase what I don't want from the upper layer, which will visibly show the black of the lower layer, aka the outline that I have drawn in reverse. This could either work really well or really, really badly. That looks good. I can live with that. Nice and stretched. Would like a little bit more right here showing. That'll work. Okay, now to draw the tongue. The sticky part of the tongue. Make it like a Hershey kiss. There we go. And then, once again, I'm just going to cheat. Why not? And then we'll draw off of this one. And we'll just circle around here. Boop. And let's go ahead and maybe just put some make it a lip smacking good time. Oh yeah, Ziding, of course. Had the honor to talk to him a couple times too. He is incredible. Incredible. Love his work. It annoys me to no end how amazing and how fast he can draw. He is absolutely incredible. In a past life, I might have drawn him once. Don't quote me on that. I feel like I made some kind of a thank you to him for just being so cool in the industry, but don't quote me on that. His coloring technique is bar none. It's incredible with his coloring technique. All right, all I'm trying to find now, there it is the skin for the frogs here, so I can clean up a little bit of this excess of green that's popping up around their fingers and stuff. There we go. Yeah, he's incredibly good at it. The man is an amazing show-off, and he deserves the credit in every way. He's an excellent, excellent artist. All right. I think we're nearing the finish line here. I hope. Think that'll do it. Well, I want to fix the names up a little bit more, but think we're about there. She needs a change on her layer still. There is a sketch layer that's annoying me. And I gotta find out where it is. That was easy. Is that all there was to it? Yep, apparently so. Cool. Nice. All right. Oh my gosh, almost there. Almost there, folks. Almost there. Oh boy. Mm. Almost there. Let's put some highlight on all of these Skittles and the names, and then I'm calling it quits. I think I'm calling it quits for the night. We've been drawing for an hour and a half now. And I got more drawing I'll be doing later this weekend, so keep an eye out. I'll be back later on this weekend. I also have some other video stuff I need to do. If you like video games, come on by my other channel, Legacy Studio, where I'm playing video games that are requested by my audience. And right now we're playing through something called Mist Revelation, which is quite a game. I'm also playing. What's the name of that other game that I'm enjoying right now? Slime Rancher. Slime Rancher is another one that I've been playing that I've quite enjoyed. Yeah, there's quite a few. So, would love it if you'd stop by over there. Consider getting subscribed. And then, other than that, I will be back here over the weekend to continue working on a couple important commissions. And then we'll also work on a freebie or two that I have for a couple friends. And yeah, there's still lots to do. So, if you're interested in ordering a caricature, prices start at $100 and go up from there. And it would be an honor to draw you here on the live stream. The problem that I will have is once I get all these commissions done, which I don't have that many left, once I get these commissions done, then I won't have anything else to draw on the live stream. So I will stop live streaming. So the more people buy caricatures, the more live streaming I will do. And so if you want to continue to see this live stream going, it will require you to consider buying or helping me find some more clientele. So just food for thought. I take PayPal, and I take any currency, and you get a final digital file that you can use whatever you want with it. I don't do any live streams at Legacy Studio. I do that mainly. I pre-record all my games over there. I've thought about it, but in the same situation I have here, I'm never sure when I'm going to be live. So it's not something that I can schedule and guarantee that I'm going to be live streaming over there at any point in time or another. So I can make better content for everyone if I just pre-record the games, especially if I have Moss do it. And if you don't know who Moss is, then you need to go meet Moss on my other channel because he's quite an interesting character. So, okay, I think that's going to do it for this. I feel pretty pleased by that. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, but I think we have hopefully officially come to the end of this one. So I will be sending it out for proof, and hopefully they love it, and that will wrap this one up. So, like I said, I got more coming later on this weekend, so keep an eye out. We'll be back, okay? God bless you guys. I'll see you next time right here on Draw Too Much in Legacy Studio. Keep it crispy. First Tim 412. And until then, I hope you have an awesome weekend for anyone who has the weekend to go. All right. Love you guys. See you next time.